Hi everyone, this is your weekly overview. Just a reminder to navigate my class through our weekly overviews so that way you get the weekly readings and some other handouts and things like that you won't get otherwise. So always make sure we're navigating through our overview pages at the start of each week. So for our current week, we have our objectives up here. You do have your readings for the week. Remember that we have our readings that we're working on to get ready for our proposal paper in week 6. You had your commencement speech last week. Today you have two different resources. One is an interview and one is a TED Talks. So both of those are kind of to help us get ready again for that proposal paper that's coming up. Once you complete the two readings, don't forget to fill out your research log. I did go over this last week. I'll briefly show you here. So here we are. We have our two readings that we're doing. I call them readings even if they are interviews or whatever. So go through and do your interview or read your interview, watch your TED Talks, and then don't forget to fill out your reading log for both. So you have your interview here. Fill out the 3 boxes you need to. Here's your TED Talk that you're watching. Fill out the 3 boxes that you need to. Okay, so don't forget to do that. This assignment will be due once we finish all of them. Again, we're preparing for that paper. You'll be able to use this research in your proposal paper, so it's important that you keep up with it. Okay, so that's kind of the start of week 3, and that's here, readings, see above, so make sure you do that. Okay, I know that there isn't anything due for it yet, but it's all prep work to get us ready for that essay. You then have some assignments you're working on. This week is primarily dedicated to the basics of writing in a formal academic style. So thesis statement, essay structure, and what we call the Toulmin model, which is the structure we use to craft our arguments and our body paragraphs. So over the weekend at the end of week 2, I told you guys to do the thesis lecture and if you wanted to do the quiz. So hopefully you have done that. All of the information that you need is here. This is a quick overview of thesis statement. Here is the thesis PowerPoint lecture, if you will. The PowerPoint is very important. You will not be able to do the quiz without it. You won't know what thesis fallacies are. You won't know how to identify thesis fallacies. I have a specific formula that we follow for topic, purpose, and support. So you have to view the PowerPoint and go through that before you do the thesis practice. Otherwise, you honestly won't be able to do it. So make sure you view the PowerPoint. I also included that in the directions here. So before you've taken the quiz, make sure you've gone through the thesis statement introduction, and then you can kind of go and start the quiz. Okay. And I call it a quiz, but really it's a practice. So that's your first assignment, thesis statement. After that, you have your paragraph structure lesson. So this is a video that has prompting questions throughout. That's going to go over essay structure and paragraph structure, and it just goes over the basics. If you want the PowerPoint from this lesson, like you want to have it to go back to, I've included it here. Or if you're someone who likes to review the PowerPoint before the video, it's here. Okay, the video does have questions throughout, and there is a completion percentage you have to hit to get credit. So you have to view so much of the video in true time, you can't skip ahead in order to get credit for the assignment. So make sure you do watch the video in its entirety and answer all the prompting questions, quiz questions that are there for you to get a proper score. Okay. Lastly, or kind of on Tuesday, you're working on your About Me essay outline. So we did our brainstorm last week. Here is the example outline so you can see how I filled mine out and what each section should look like because we are starting to use the Toulmin model and parts of essay structure there. So you have the example one that I filled out, and then you have your blank outline that you're going to fill out. So you have both of them. Looking at Thursday, we're going to learn about the Toulmin model. So you have your Toulmin model introduction. Again, this is a video lecture that walks you through what the Toulmin model is, how to use it, what body paragraph should look like. Here's the PowerPoint that goes through it as well. And then if you look at the outline that I filled out here again, the example outline, you can see how I use the Toulmin model in my own writing. So you have an example of how to do it for your own. Okay. Your outline is due. So make sure you submit your outline I have these due on the same date because you learn about the Toolman model here in paragraph structure, but we see how to apply the Toolman model to different writing here just to kind of help you grasp the concept a bit more. So once you do the paragraph structure lesson, you have a pretty good idea of how to use it. This just kind of helps you see how to use it in different formats because this model we'll be using all semester through our final email exchange partner project at the end of the semester. So this will be a model we keep using to structure our writing. Your goal for kind of over the weekend is to turn your outline into a properly MLA formatted draft. Friday through Monday, you want to make sure that you do your week 4 overview. You can review the Toolman model lecture. We'll be using this all semester for writing, so make sure you understand this. And then you do want to make sure you have a draft for your About Me essay for next week. Okay, so make sure you review the instructions, examples, and rubric to make sure you hit all the requirements that you need to have a properly formatted essay for the About Me essay. Okay, so that's kind of your goals for week 3. Please email if you have any questions. Good luck.